It's the Texan in Tokyo show. Bing!
Hi everyone!
Kinoko!
Welcome to Tex in Tokyo. A while ago we did video about surprisingly expensive things in Japan, and now we're going to do a video about the surprisingly cheap things in Japan.
Cheap, good, always.
Like you.
Number one. Not here, here. Yes, glasses. Yeah, glasses are cheap in Japan.
They really are.
The frame itself is only 3,000? 4,000?
Something like that, yeah.
And then I got extra, like anti-blue light.
Because we spend so much time in front of the computer and stuff.
So that good thing is they did a prescription for me. So and then total price was around 8,000 yen.
8,000 yen for, he went in, had an appointment, got his prescription taken, looked, tried on a couple frames, and then they made the glasses, and we could pick them up in like 30 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, 30 minutes. So same day.
Get your glasses in Japan if you're there.
Yeah.
2 would be books. The most important thing in the world.
Because you're the author?
And just because I love reading. And I'm talking about books and comic books, like manga books. For example, we brought examples.
This is
This is the current one that Ryosuke is reading in English, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which is fun.
I love it.
So this was like a $14 book in America, probably because it's hardcover.
Yeah, and then this is, initially my favorite book. Comic.
Favorite Japanese comic.
And then this is 550円。でも、例えばワンピースとかナルトはだいたい420、30円わかんないけど、something like that.
Because it's printed on
like
almost like newspaper style paper, so it's easier. And then like this would be hats in America that I got Ryosuke.
Colored one.
Colored one, and this one was
16 じゃない?
16.
Yeah, 16 US dollars.
That's in color. So
it's all about me. So
yeah, and just in general, like comic books are a fraction of the price, less than half, a third of the price in Japan, and I love that.
大体日本だったら1000円から2000円ぐらいで本買えるけど、アメリカはもっと高いね。もうちょっと高いね。2000円とか普通にあるしね。2500円、3000円ぐらい。
Usually books fall in the like $15 to $25 range.
いや、そう、そっちだからちょっと高い。
Alright, no more reading.
でも、
Sorry, we have to record a video and then you can read. Look at that face. Sacrifices we make. Number 3 is food. Eating out, especially.
Eating out, but we don't eat out.
We don't very much. Once or twice a month.
Yeah.
So I guess going to like getting a full meal at a fast food restaurant in Japan is like 400 to 500 yen, $4 to $5, which is about the same as America sometimes.
Yeah, I guess so.
But then going to like a sit-down restaurant, so a family restaurant or like a ramen restaurant or soba udon or like sit-down meals that you eat, katsudon and stuff, falls into like the 700 to maybe 1,000 yen range, or $7 to $10.
Usually, under 1000 ぐらいね。
Usually under 1000, yeah. Where in America, going out to eat, meals often fall in like the $9 to $14 range at like a sit-down restaurant.
Without tipping, so.
And then Japan, you don't have to tip, and some restaurants, the price that they list already includes taxes, like especially the ramen restaurants when you buy the little button and stuff like that.
あとなんか結構 good customer service でね。
Very good customer service.
Sometimes they come, get your order in maid costume.
That only happens at maid cafes. Come on. But basically just the price difference of eating like fast food and like really good food in Japan, it's not that much different.
Number 4. Tissue. 安い。
Yeah, boxes of 200 tissues sold in packets of 5 is
around like 300 yen or something. Could be cheaper.
Yeah.
But when I studied abroad in America, I was like,
he complained about that a lot. He complained about the price of tissues, and I thought that was the most ridiculous thing that he complained about.
Tissue. And then even the little pocket ones, like pocketable tissues.
Yeah.
Was kind of rather expensive. Here is $24 or something. So, no, I like to blow my nose a lot. So
you had to save the environment and stop using so much. And same with toilet paper. It's quite a bit cheaper in Japan. It's cheap. Woohoo! Cheap.
I'd say about half price, and
at least compared to America. Don't know about other countries.
でも安いと思いますよ。ティッシュはあまり使いすぎは良くない。
Number 5. 5 is rent. Especially in large cities. So when I was looking on Wikipedia, trying to research this video-ish, it looked like the population density of Tokyo was similar to that of New York, and Tokyo has how many million people?
8
million people?
I think.
Give or take.
It could be wrong.
Yeah, could be more. We'll look.
Somewhere.
But it's possible to live to rent a place in Tokyo for not terribly expensive. Some of my friends are paying they're paying about $500 to $600 a month for, of course, they're living in tiny little one-room apartments, but
you can't even fit in.
Tiny one-room apartments that are like a 5-minute walk away from the train station, in a safe neighborhood, easy commute to work in the center of the city. And I think rent in Tokyo or in Osaka or Kyoto or some of these other bigger cities is so cheap because a lot of the apartments are built as just little one-room things that just stack on top of each other instead of having to rent a larger place and having to split it with someone. I don't really actually know anybody who has roommates. Everybody kind of just like lives alone or lives with their girlfriend or spouse or whatever.
No, sharing room was getting bigger in Tokyo.
So of course it's still, expensive, but you can live in like a 2-bedroom apartment in Tokyo for like $1,000 maybe. It is possible.
全然possible. 6. 傘
Umbrella.
アンブレラ
Umbrella.
傘でモンテレーニョ
Umbrella. Umbrellas are just cheap. You can buy them at the 100 yen shop or convenience stores.
Clear plastic one ね
Yeah.
100均はコンビニ Yeah.
Or if you want the little fold-up ones, I have a cute one with a little bunny on the end. That was like 350 yen, 400 yen.
3. That's pretty cheap though.
Yeah. 7. Seafood.
海
I mean, Japan is surrounded by sea on all sides. It makes sense why seafood is so cheap.
Yeah.
Especially raw, like you can get raw salmon, salmon roe, like the little fish egg sacks.
普通に安いよね。スーパーマーケットとかでね、結構チープだよね。
Quite cheap.
フィッシュは。
I like that.
Eat lots of fish in Japan and become muscle. Become stronger.
Yeah, become
Ripped.
stronger. I like it. See my guns.
That's good though.
Okay, and last but not least, number 8 is secondhand luxury goods. Woohoo! And so I'm kind of talking about like bags.
About your shirt?
Well, this is not necessarily luxury, but I guess secondhand goods in general. Like bags, not knockoff bags. There's a lot of shops that are selling like secondhand jackets and purses and bags and none of them are knockoff. They're like authentic brand stuff, like kind of well taken care of, and there's just this huge market. And a lot of my
almost new.
Yeah, they look new. A lot of my foreign friends have bought luxury bags because it's cheaper, and I don't quite see the appeal, but some people do. And so when you buy used clothes, they're usually quite high quality. Because they check extensively before they allow you to like sell back the clothes to them. They check extensively to find out what it's worth and what it's not worth, and then they'll give you money. And so the clothes are usually good quality, and you can get as cheap as, I think the cheapest thing I ever bought was like 50 yen, which was a shirt that was on super sale. And then some of the other ones are like 10, 15, 20 or like $100 for nicer things. And then books. So there's this whole chain of store called Book Off where you can get used books.
安いし、本も安いしね。
So all of my English books are always 100 yen, and I found some pretty interesting ones there. So, books, more books, Book Off.
めちゃめちゃ easy.
Totally recommend it. And especially if you go to like Book Off in big cities, they'll have English books. Great. りょうちゃんは好き。 Well, this has been a fun video. If you have anything else that you found that's really cheap in Japan, please leave it in the comment section because I'm curious.
I think some of y'all would say, oh, train tickets are cheap in Japan. Come on, bring it on.
Those are our expensive things in the video.
So I just read your mind.
Great. Alright.
No more magic.
Thanks for watching.
Bye bye. やっぱりね、スクイッドかオクトパスであったらどっちが好き？
Squid.
何の音？
Oh, they're delivering food. See that sound next to it? Our neighbor has their groceries delivered. You can order it online and they deliver it every week, or if you order like in the morning, they'll deliver it by that evening and stuff like that.
Yeah, something like that. 確かに。
I haven't done that yet. Because like sometimes grocery shopping is the only reason I leave the house, and that's
You actually
I can take
enjoy
that away.
grocery shopping.
I do.
You don't? No, you don't. Don't
I do
lie.
sometimes. Especially when I impulse buy everything. I'm like, let's buy all the seafood.
確かに all of things. And then,
You shouldn't go shopping when you're hungry.
no, you really
Just saying.
shouldn't.
Or I shouldn't go shopping when I'm hungry.
Oh.
Alright, this video has gone on long enough.
So,
Thanks
帰りたくなっちゃう。
for watching. Bye.